Nothing's rude as dogs with no name. Listen to podcasts with no name. Let it happen, Nick and Matt and John. Talking about fuck on. So sit back, relax and enjoy. The podcast with no name. The podcast with no name. The podcast. This is podcast with no name.
Hello and welcome to the podcast with no aim, the show in which we have to interrupt our own discussions every 10 minutes, but we aren't going to do that right now. First, we're going to introduce ourselves. So say hello, Matt.
Phenomena.
Okay.
Please tell me you actually heard that.
Yeah, I don't know if it picked it up. Yeah. And say hail to our eternal Lord Cthulhu, Nick.
Oh man. I was not expecting that.
Yeah. So that's Nick. And last and least, it's me, Joel. First off, we'll have to set our safe words for this episode. So the safe word, we're going to use it when we go into a discussion where we feel not very comfortable talking about it or so on, and so we can escape from that. So what's your safe word, Matt?
I feel like this week I'm gonna be very rude, and it's just going to be loudly shouting "shut up."
Right.
So just you'll be like
but
talking
please,
about
with a lot of clipping in the audio. So destroy every headphone user, please.
I'll put it on one side.
Oh, don't you dare! There's no worse than that. Oh god.
What's your safe word, Nick?
Mine is my favorite disease from that pandemic game. Free t-shirts.
Okay, so your safe word is free t-shirts.
Free t-shirts. Yeah.
Okay, so was that you saying the safe word, or that only you repeating the word?
I'm just repeating.
Right.
He's not very comfortable with safe words. It's quite a flaw in the format, really.
Do you think this episode will include us saying free t-shirts? Because I don't think we're that big of a podcast yet to be giving out free t-shirts.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's me sarcastically clapping.
Okay.
Maybe we'll
Because
solve
you're
free.
not allowed to say the word now. Right.
Well, what is yours?
Oh, I go with bratwurst because our pre-recording talk included that word.
Okay.
For our British listeners, that is sausages.
What's the American word for that?
Sausages.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
So
There you
Germany
go.
are the outliers.
We learned something new today. Now we can move on from our educational portion of this broadcast, and I just want to share a little bit of news, I guess, about cartography fetish. If you go on Google and you type in cartography fetish to Google, we are the top search result.
Seriously.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's great.
And we are also, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our 6th episode is the 6th result in Google as well.
Ooh.
Oh,
lovely.
that reminds me. Also, I found this out when I was in school the other day. My school's Wi-Fi blocks our podcast's website for pornography. We are officially classed as internet pornography. My work is done.
Considering the names of all our episodes so far,
Yeah.
I'm not 100% surprised. So
I kind of was. But then again, it also blocks websites on the grounds of intolerance, or just when it can't reach the server properly. So it's...
Yeah.
But Nick, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I think how Google works is that it knows stuff about you. Or knows what you Google about, or which pages you visit. So maybe...
all right. Well, maybe if a listener who's listening could let us know exactly what they see when they Google cartography fetish.
I'm sure
Right.
one of those 5 people will do it.
or the guy at iTunes, or a person at iTunes.
Poor iTunes.
Yeah, you can write us on. I think we have a contact form on our page at what's it called, Podbean.
Yeah.
Or you could email us, because that email address gets no use at all. podcastwithnoaim@gmail.com, or talk to me on Twitter. I'm very lonely. Someone talk to me on Twitter @podcastnoaim. Talk to me.
You can also do a response video, or is that not a thing in YouTube anymore?
You could do a reaction video or a response video.
A
Or
reaction video for audio-only podcast.
I'm sure that would go over very smoothly.
You know what? If someone does that, I genuinely won't copyright block you. I'll give them that, you know? If you're one of those reaction channels, feel free to watch our stuff on your channel, because it'll be shit viewing.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, are we... So...
Yeah, well, I mean, if who wants to derail first?
I'm getting flashbacks to our first episode where no one wanted to start the show.
Well, okay, so I have a question, and this is one that just kind of randomly happened, and I thought about this podcast specifically as the correct forum to discuss such an important topic that affects us all.
Premature ejaculation.
It's something worse than that. I was eating a sandwich, and
Oh
no.
you know how you get that feeling that you drop something, but you don't immediately see anything on the floor or anything like that, but you just felt like something just like dropped and like got all over you. I mean, am I the only one who has that kind of, had that happen to them?
I don't eat sandwiches very often because I'm
No, me
fat,
neither.
so I eat pizzas.
Well, it doesn't have to be a sandwich. It's just, you ever get the feeling like you just dropped something?
I've dropped things multiple times in my life, Nick.
But have you just like felt like you dropped it but never been able to find what you dropped?
Every time I go to the toilet.
But you could see it before
Being
you
an
let it
absolute
go.
asshole.
No, that's the ghost pee from episode 4, I think. What
Episode
you're
3.
talking
I
about.
think that was episode 3.
Oh,
Well, you're not really
Sorry.
dropping it. More like somebody else dropped it and you just feel it on you. So, not exactly the feeling I was trying to, explain.
right.
There are
But
so
I
many
guess-
jokes I could make right now, and all of them involve semen.
Well,
Yeah.
I think this is my fourth wall breaking moment from last episode.
Has this
Yeah.
ever happened to you? I dropped my sandwich. Whoa!
Well, actually, if you want to know the full story, the sandwich ended up, I ended up dropping a piece of meat, and it bounced off my foot apparently and ended up in a book. So, the reason why I bring
You're like
this up...
Beckham.
Oh dear. Wait, you put
reason why
your meat landed in a book.
in a book.
So now
That's
we've
another
got
fetish.
Joel, the map fucker. We've got Nick, the book fucker, and me, the star
Sean-
fucker.
Sean Connery fucker, yeah.
We're so fucked up. You know, if you listen to this podcast, genuinely well done.
You know what? But I'll accept that title.
What, a book
Yeah.
fucker?
Fucker.
So, anyways, the reason for the question was because I found the meat.
Did you eat it?
No, I did not eat it. My dog almost ate it, though.
So dog fucker too then?
Dog fucker. I don't think so.
No, those are nasty people who hang about on 90s internet.
90s internet.
How do I
Oh,
get
is
on
that a
90s
reference?
internet?
Oh, I think that's the podcast. This is a reference. Fucking hell, this is not a reference. This is a reference to the podcast that never was. Because in that, we talked about the old porn roulette that you used to have to play whenever you wanted to go to jerk off.
Oh, yeah.
Where every time you clicked on a picture, it could just be bestiality.
Yeah. It could be a guy gaping his asshole or bestiality, and all you wanted to really look at was like
A guy gaping his asshole, right.
I don't know, I think I'd watch
but
that.
it's-
But sometimes it was a dog gaping his asshole, so... That was real issues back then.
real talk.
Yeah.
No,
I know we
you
only
would
have-
download something like there's a new screenshot to a video game, and there'd be some guy's gaping asshole. Yeah, Goatsy.
Jesus.
It was Goatsy.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
The internet was fun. I like how people complain that the internet is less safe now, for whatever stupid, ignorant reason. But yeah, I don't think anyone remembers that moment of terror
That's because...
when you went to download a picture of a book and it ends up being some guy fucking a goat or something like that.
That's because most
So.
of the people who are old enough to remember that are dead.
You son of a bitch. almost killed me with that.
Well,
the old tickers
having those issues, the people having those issues now have children who are living in the boring, sanitized internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's alright. If they want to find all that stuff, just darkweb.com and they're good.
Oh, but hackers brought down half the dark web recently, so.
Huh.
Man. Yeah. You can't dark web that anymore.
There's the other half. It's all good.
I'm pretty sure you could just go on Reddit and find most of the stuff anyways.
Yeah, let's be honest. If you are into goats, there's probably somewhere on Reddit that's got a goat penis. I'd like to remind you that this conversation. I'd like to remind you that this conversation started with Nick talking about sandwiches.
That's the podcast for you.
That is this podcast in a nutshell. Sandwich discussion to goat sex.
Yeah, and we really haven't gone that long in at this point either.
We're not 12 minutes in.
Okay. So the closest to goat dicks I found was a subreddit called Goats Are Dicks, which is basically just goats kicking other goats.
Oh my god, I'm so looking this up. Which is fine,
you know?
I'm so looking
Oh no, it's empty. Oh shit. But there's a GIF called Goats Are Dicks.
Okay, so what you're saying is the Reddit called Goats Are Dicks don't have a lot of posts in it?
None. And only
nice.
one subscriber.
You know why? Because sheep are the assholes, not goats. Goats are awesome. Sheep are
I've grown up on a farm around cows. Those fuckers are scary. They will just stare at you as you walk through the field. They will literally, you will get into the field, you will have a straight line to walk across, and they will stare at you. Imagine if you have just gone to imagine if you're in a shop and you've gone to buy some new clothes, you've put it on, you're in there, and you realise you look like a twat. But you don't want to upset everyone who went with you to see you in that. So you think, okay, I'll just go out, quickly do it. But then when you get out, everyone who was in the shop just convulges on you and stares and judges. And they'll stare into your soul.
I mean, they had cows in the shops where you grew up?
We actually have a shop. We actually do have a shop called the Sheepskin Shop. So, you know.
Yeah.
Did it have sheepskin?
I used to castrate cows or calves.
That's
so,
fun.
Go on.
Yeah, great fun right there. So yeah, cows staring at me, I kind of deserved it.
They know.
They know what you
Didn't
have
grow up
done
on a farm,
to them.
but helped.
I
did
grew
you
up
do
without,
to my child?
I grew up without animals because my parents are super allergic. But I had a fun encounter with a really massive bull. We went on a week hiking in Switzerland, and on that particular occasion it was just me and my dad, and we were hiking somewhere to meet the others, which was quite far away. Anyway, so we had to cross this field with some cows in it, you know, but cows are fine. But in the middle, when we were in the middle of the field, a bull came slowly towards us. And then it kind of started running a bit, but slowly, but building up speed. And my dad was totally scared. And we tried to hide around behind a tree so the bull couldn't see us. And he tried to lift me up so I could be safe in a tree. And he would sacrifice himself. And that was really scary. And I don't know how it ended. I think the bull just kind of, I don't know.
No, he proved his point.
Went away.
Two things.
It's scary, so I'm
two
scared.
things. One, I can't help but picture that bull creeping up on you with the Jaws theme in the background. And two, that sounds an awful lot like the beginning of The Good Dinosaur, except with flooding instead of bulls.
Yeah.
Please tell me you've seen The Good Dinosaur.
I have.
No.
Sadly.
I'm sorry.
It's a Pixar film, so it naturally makes everyone quite sad whenever you bring it up. The first 5 minutes of Up.
Oh.
Toy Story 3.
I was going to tell a story about a horse stealing my hat one time, but actually, it's time for another derail. Great segue.
Okay.
The horse started conversation.
We went through the desert on that horse with no name, and we were listening to a podcast with no aim.
He knows the lyrics. Yay!
Well, I have to listen to the podcast at some point. No one else does. Joel, derail.
I do. Wait, me? What?
No, you're the host. Decide.
So, wait, shit. Okay, I have my notes. Right. So, No Aim, the podcast. No Aim is not only my hobby, like in doing the podcast, but it's also my lifestyle, because I don't know what to do with my life. So, did you have any fun lifestyles growing up? Did you try to be a rad skater, or did you have emo phase or something like that?
I'm still in the emo phase, darling. just before we started, I listened to the whole My Chemical Romance Black Parade album.
It's a good way to get hyped up for the show.
Once you get to the end of that album, you'll do anything to cheer yourself up, because that's an hour of listening to a guy talk about cancer.
I was listening to Hey Man, Nice Shot, which is about a politician shooting himself on live television. That ought to get you hyped.
Whoa.
I remember hearing about that, yeah. Oh, yeah, so lifestyles.
Lifestyles.
Nick, you're the oldest.
Yeah, I grew up during the whole MC Hammer thing, so...
Oh, Jesus.
Just, yeah. Parachute pants. I only wore them for like a month, so it wasn't that bad, but I did do it. I did fall for it.
But then you were really ashamed because your parents were right that it was only a phase.
No, they bought them for me.
Oh my god, your parents must have
so
really
they tried to be
you.
cool parents.
They're trying to be the cool parents. And I was like in a growth spurt, so they were like the only pants I could wear at times.
Dear.
It was terrible.
I kind of had one in primary school, I think. I think it was like the last 3 years or so of primary school, which, young school, for anyone who doesn't know what that means. Basically, it was just, football was popular, so I pretended to be into football.
Oh yeah, I had that phase too.
Oh god, it was the worst. Buying friggin' match attacks and buying a shirt with Rooney written on the back. I was a dick. Like an ass.
I went through a phase where I bought one of those expensive starter jackets for basketball.
Oh, you mean the midlife crisis?
No, that was when I was younger. After that point, I basically started wearing khakis and a t-shirt, and right now I'm wearing tack pants and a t-shirt, so I haven't changed all that much since then.
It's only going uphill.
Only going uphill. I switched from maybe 4 pockets to or 6 pockets to now there's like 12 or 13.
Why?
So I could carry a lot of shit in my pockets.
Don't you?
You look like a shoplifter who just couldn't be asked to go home.
I could fit an entire textbook in one of my pockets, I think. But these pants can't be stained or, anything else. Like, they're invincible, so I like them.
But do you lose a lot of stuff in your pockets when you go to wash them? Are you one of those persons who's
I am old
constantly
enough that
finding
I have
money?
a almost paranoid system that I need to follow. Otherwise, I get uncomfortable and have to check my pockets. Keys go in one pocket, cell phone in the other.
Does that. Everyone's got like that little dance they do where they think, okay, I'll reach into this pocket. Okay, the thing I'm looking for isn't in there. Oh god, I've lost it. Suddenly a quick dance of patting every single pocket that you have. And then you go, oh yeah, it was in my jacket. And then you pull it out. And you'll just move on like you did nothing. And hope that no one's going to bring that up to you ever again. Until about 10 minutes on when you do it again.
I do that every time I get out of a train. And one time I thought about that, and I thought, this is just the stupidest thing. Why don't I do that before I get out of the train? Because when the train's leaving, then great, now I know I lost something, but I can't do anything about it. But
I've genuinely had times where I've had to go to the toilet just to check I've not lost something because I'm too embarrassed to do that stupid fucking dance in front of everyone.
I have it down to just 2 pats.
You have 12 pockets!
Just 2 pats. I don't use all of them all the time.
No, but the thing is, you'll casually just think, okay, that's a good idea, I'll put this in the long pocket, and then you'll think, oh wait, where did I put it? And then you'll not pat that pocket because you'll think, oh well.
I have kids. There's a lot of reasons to have a lot of pockets.
He needs to put his kids in the pockets.
Yeah. Put my kids in the pocket. It's also good for sneaking food into movie theaters.
Yeah.
that's exactly the reason why I'm going to get my own tech pants.
to sneak candy.
Let's be honest, you don't need to.
Not the fact that they're
everyone knows that everyone sneaks stuff into cinemas to watch films. Like I remember a time I went to see Ex Machina, which is a film about robots and boobs, and we went. It's a genuinely good film. But like we went in and that one, I love that film so much, and not because of the boobs.
Where everyone gets far worse than they deserve, even though they were assholes.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's like we went in and one guy literally just carried 3 bottles of Coca-Cola in his hands up to the front desk, plonked them on the desk, said 3 to see Ex Machina, please. Presented them with the IDs, then picked them up. Walked through. They said, "Do you want any drinks with that?" And we were like, "Nah." Just walked in. But they did not care because they know that they can never stop everyone taking stuff into the cinema.
I believe it is Matt's turn.
Yes, it is my turn. Oh yeah, I remember now. So we have a lot of laughs here on this podcast, but we need to use our powers for good. So we need to help people, I think, and. What demographic needs more help now, more than ever, than dickheads on the internet? And the reason they need help is they're losing. Yeah, that too. But they're losing. And I'll tell you one of the reasons why they're losing is because we call them trolls, and they call everyone who disagrees with them social justice warriors. Because I don't know about you, but social justice warrior sounds pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, but they also call people snowflakes, which
snowflakes
are awesome. Cooler because
I learned
temperature.
Also, as someone going through the emo phase, every snowflake's different, just like you, according to My Chemical Romance.
No, I learned that the official political term originally for snowflake was a white person who helps minorities. So,
man, those people must have been assholes.
And then in the 70s, it was used to describe people who believe that God gifted them with the ability to predict and know everything about a person that they just met.
Wait, so...
Okay, those people are assholes.
Yes, but the people who are using the term snowflake now, and you apply the 70s meaning, it's actually quite funny, because they usually use it at people that they just met and they don't fully understand who they are, but they just use it anyways. And ironically, well... It's unironic when they use it, but if they're ever going to call you that, it's actually quite funny.
Because they're a snowflake.
Yes.
Or cook. I don't know, but I think being a cook sounds pretty cool. Do you know what a cook is?
I know what a cuckold is.
Yeah, someone who watches. It's someone who gets off on people they love having sex with other people. That sounds pretty cool. You know, you gotta just sit and watch while you...
Wait.
You don't have to put any of the effort in to please your partner. You can just watch someone else do it.
Yeah.
In terms of all the other stuff of a relationship, whatever that is.
Yeah, you get all the benefits of a relationship without any of the sex effort.
You deal with the difficult stuff, and you let somebody else have all the fun.
Sex isn't fun to me. Sex is just gross.
Icky. Ew.
Icky. Yeah. Ew, no one wants it. No one wants sex. Get away from me, sex. I don't want you.
It's terrible. Nasty.
Nasty.
Wait, what's the thing that like little children say, like, oh no, you got the
cooties.
Thing. Yeah.
You got cooties.
That's such a weird concept. We don't have that in Germany.
Germs. Girl germs.
It's because sexism is fun if it's in little kids.
You gotta start them young.
Indoctrinate them.
I'm not... I don't want to contribute to that.
Yeah, and just for anyone who thinks we're being serious in that, we're joking. Women are equal to men, and sexism is a bad.
Wait, are you joking? No.
Wait. Sexism is a bad?
Sexism is a bad, yeah.
Is a bad, okay.
Is a bad. Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
I thought you meant sex.
No, sexism is a bad.
So sexism, not sex is a bad.
Sexism is a bad. Good?
Yes.
Okay.
No, bad.
So inequality is bad. How about that?
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Well, or be a dick, but don't use the dick in a way that...
Don't just be nice. You know, be a nice person.
Did you just assume somebody's gender?
Damn this heteronormative society.
I know, because obviously anyone who disagrees is a cis white male.
As we all are, as you know.
Actually.
We're all cisgender, heterosexual, white men.
Yes.
And again, for those who aren't aware of this, we're all rampant bisexuals.
Doesn't have the same flair to it, I feel, like rampant homosexual. I don't know.
It doesn't roll off the tongue as easily.
Fine. Yeah. We all fuck dudes and girls as well.
And other.
And any of the beautiful in-betweens. There we go.
Yeah.
Or outside.
Yeah.
We will fuck anyone! Please, someone talk to us!
That's a cliche.
That's the cliche that we're trying to avoid.
But it's true, kind of.
It's kind of true.
Okay, so a serious talk. There's bisexual and then there's pansexual. And the difference between the two is that one is based on personality and attraction to things other than physical appearance, and the other is more driven by an actual physical appearance or sexual desire.
Well, maybe let's say that the person labeling themselves as something has the final say about what that means.
Yeah.
And that's why sexual labels are shit.
That's why you need a giant matrix of different things to identify exactly where you fit in this matrix of like 8 or 9 different categories of things that you fit into. And then you plot yourself accordingly. And then you pick the minor circle people who identify as queer. And you section yourself off from everybody else. And you label everybody else a fake.
My way of doing it, because the way everyone tells me pansexual and bisexual part is bisexuals are attracted to the 2 binary genders, and then pansexuals are attracted to people of all gender identities and variations and all stages of transition. So I always call bisexuals, as a joke, just transphobic pansexuals. Same way I call people who identify as biromantic, which I probably do as one of them. I always like to call them just wannabe bisexuals.
Well, I mean, the problem is that we have this group that might actually be the largest group in the LGBT community, but you have no idea how many and what variations exist in that group. Because on the Kinsey scale, we occupy the vast majority of that scale.
Yeah.
But we are the least visible because we don't have to be visible. So this just got really serious.
Shut up!
Are you going to use a safe word?
Yes. Let's go back to what I originally planned, which is how can we make the trolls on the internet have better insults for us?
Right.
That was originally my thought.
Better insults.
They don't need better insults. I just need to fit those insults better.
Yes. So stop having boyfriends and watching them jerk off.
Wait, what?
Be a cook. You need to be if their insult's going to work, you have to actually be a cook. So,
okay. Oh, I thought
Nick, watch your wife having sex with multiple guys with massive cocks, and watch that. I'm turning someone on right now. Watch them just bukkake all over your wife. This is going to be awful if she ever hears this. I'm going to stop actually because I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry.
I don't have a solution for giving them better ammunition, but what I've been doing online is basically providing them all the information and tutorials on how to do research. Like how to use Google and exactly what terms to put in to prove themselves wrong. And that's had very interesting results because usually they just shut the whole thread down and ban me from communicating with them. So
those people are so rational and nice.
Because, I'm the snowflake. The fragile, unique individual one. But, they can't take somebody showing them how to do research.
Right.
I don't want to be heterophobic, but I feel like that's the thing with especially straight guys. It's amazing how fragile their sexuality is, how they can't... I said I was at a larger gathering of friends and stuff, and I don't know some of them too well, but when we said goodbye, I hugged all the female ones, but the male ones, no, handshake. And it's crazy how such a small thing. It's like, no, I'm not gay.
Yeah, this podcast needs to be more diverse. We need a token straight. I love saying
or
token straight.
female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting next week, call me Ashley. We're good.
All right.
And you're going to become straight too, are you?
Yes.
Well, would I become straight as in... This will be very confusing because...
Straight. You just become a straight female. That's it.
I'll
totally easy.
Be straight.
Like,
okay.
Just don't be gay. It's that easy.
It's a choice. It's fine.
Oh shit.
It's a choice. There's nothing to do with anything else.
No, it's not
biology,
it's not
society,
natural.
being raised.
We're going
whatever.
to really upset... So if we had a large enough listening for anyone to notice, we'd upset some people. But I'm...
Trigger warning.
I'm pretty sure that if you just took any part of our entire podcast out of context, it would probably offend quite a few people.
Yeah, I'm going to say
that
we have yet to cultivate a large enough audience to upset people, because last episode I said I like the new Ghostbusters more than the original, and I got no flack for that. That was amazing.
All right, free T-shirts. I got some free T-shirts here.
Right.
All right, so what we need to do now is, Joel, you explain.
Yeah, so we are going to have to basically pitch something, justify why this is a thing, do a pitch for a thing, like a movie or something. And, yeah.
I think
do you have any ideas?
I have an idea.
Yeah, because you took notes and you're organized and stuff.
I took notes and I was organized this episode.
You're the adult one.
This time I am the adult one.
Well, it's not going to be me, is it?
I noticed that there was a pattern to what we're doing, so...
Ooh, he's scientific too.
Oh, yes.
He's such a cock.
So scientific.
Such a cock with all your facts. And
shouldn't I be saying that to you guys? Because I'm the one doing things. Come on. All right. So what we have is like things like pick roulette, farm animals, dropping and losing things, a lot of pockets, sexism,
right?
A deep discussion about bisexuality and sexuality in general, and trolls.
Ooh.
Have you ever seen the movie Troll Hunter?
No.
Okay, well, it's an awesome movie, but I think when it comes to trolls on the internet, you should treat them like they're after your goats. And so how do we fend ourselves against trolls on the internet? We create a animal tracking system, and every time they try to troll us, we provide the schematics and technical details about this tracking system as a response.
I have something easier to protect your goats. It's called Bi invisibility. It works really well.
Wait, why? Why would it? Early 90s internet defense system.
You have to protect your bestiality porn from all those gaping assholes.
Well, you got to protect your normal pictures from turning into bestiality.
Eventually, they all just turn into nudes on the modern internet, though. You know, you put a picture of your dog up. Eventually, that's just you with your cock out.
Well, that's if you don't cover your laptop camera.
Well, I mean, that's
well,
just your
we've
phone.
all watched Black Mirror, so we've learnt that message. Don't leave your webcam on. Don't watch child pornography.
Yeah, before Black Mirror,
Before Black
episode,
Mirror, I was watching child pornography all the time.
I was a raging pedophile, you know.
And I realized,
Okay.
that's not. Oh, sorry.
We're all now on watch list. All right.
I feel so bad for the person who has to listen to this to get it on iTunes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, and we are also categorized as porn, and we are the #1
cartography fetish
search result for cartography fetishism. So we've got a lot of different things. So we got to come up with some sort of product or some sort of advertisement associated with all these things.
Does this happen to you?
We need to make a film.
Yeah.
How about we create anti-troll pants?
Cargo.
Parachute.
Hide your goats in your tight
Hide your
pants.
goats. Hide your goats.
Big pockets.
They're big enough to hide your goats so that no one can take pictures of them. not pictures of them.
Or hide your bestiality porn in them. That works too. And they're protected by the magic spell of invisibility, of course. So nobody's even
paying attention,
knowing that you are even wearing them. Wait, that's weird.
Wouldn't invisibility mean you're only like invisible half the time though?
So you're floating torso.
Yeah, you're either floating torso. It's just like every other second you just flick in and out of being invisible.
You're just from the waist down. You're invisible from the waist up. So all you can see is the cargo pants walking around.
Those big goats in them.
Yeah.
It's like Shaun the Sheep, where the sheep try to act like they're a person and wear the clothes of the farmer or something.
Well, if the waistline of the pants was big enough, you could stick a goat in the front and walk around and use the goat to combat your bi invisibility.
No, but it's a superpower. You don't want to fight it, do you?
Well, what if you gotta buy something from a store? You don't want to scare people. So if they saw a goat walk in,
you don't want to scare the
slap down some cash on the counter.
All those cooks in the shop, of course I want to scare them.
Cows, not cooks.
It's a good deterrent for trolls. I don't know how, but it must be, right?
Trolls are scared of goats, that tale of the 3 billy goats. That shit's a nightmare for them now. They stay away from goats.
Do we have a product at this point?
Yes, trousers. Buy invisible trousers that hide the other half of your body.
The upper or the lower?
You buy the trousers and it makes your torso and head invisible.
But why would the trousers?
But they have a big pocket
people
in the
need
front.
to see your trousers, or you might scare them.
Well, they have like one of those little baby carriers as a front pocket where you could fit your goat, and so it could look like a goat's walking around. That way, you're not totally invisible if you don't want to be.
No, there's just a massive anthropomorphic goat going around. That's perfectly normal and every day.
That is quite normal. I'm pretty sure no one will call you a cuck, or a social justice warrior, or a snowflake if you do these things.
I don't know, I think an anthropomorphic goat is pretty fair to call them a snowflake, because they're pretty unique.
But I don't think anyone's going to look a goat in its square pupils and say anything to it.
Square pupils?
It's like just someone walks right up to a goat like it's in a western film or something. They just before they go into the gunfights, it's just someone walks straight up to it with like a curly mustache and just stares it dead in the eye. Get your gun out, and then they just stares back, and then they have a western style gunfight. A tumbleweed goes by, and then they just pull out the pistol, and whoever shoots first wins. And that goat is a champion of that.
But I thought the goats are in the pockets, so Wait, what? What the fuck? So the anthropomorphic goat would. So
we're
this
gonna
is
set the
kind
scene.
of like furry porn
you
already.
still have your hands. It's just the goat gets the credit. Your hands are invisible, so they can't even see when you get your gun out. So you've pretty much got the gun there straight away.
Ooh.
All you do is just grab the goat's hand. It goes down, goes up, and you shoot while you do it. You can never lose.
I think this got really complicated.
The hand goes down and
What's
up
so
again,
complicated?
and you shoot
just have
while
invisible
you do it. Listen to yourself.
What's so complicated, Nick? We just wear trousers that make our torsos invisible, that make us look like goats, so we can win in Western-style gunfights in local grocery stores.
So, set the scene as like a trendy jeans commercial. And the guy's walking down the street, strutting, and he's got his goat in his big, giant pocket in the front.
As you do.
And he's strutting, and he's like moving the front legs, up and down. Goat's just kind of flailing there. Some drunk guy comes up to him and looks the goat straight in the eye and says, "I'm on to you, goat." And then splash the logo for the brand of tack pants or khakis.
We just call it the good, the bad, and the tack pants.
And there we go. That's our product.
That's our episode.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Roll
everybody.
credits.
Roll credits. All right.
I'd watch a film based on that. I really would. Like Goat Man. Buy Invisible Goat Man. The Lego Buy Invisible Goat Man. Goodbye.
I think.
Talk.
I think you can submit your own ideas for Lego figurines and stuff like that to Lego.
Oh my god, we are so... I'm genuinely going to write an email to Lego saying, please make the Buy Invisible Goat Man.
With no explanation whatsoever.
Just that. Not even a subject headline. Just from podcastwithnoaim@gmail.com. Email us now. Just saying, just with no subject headline. Just in the middle of the email, just please make the Buy Invisible Goat Man.
Hashtag Buy Invisible Goat Man.
Pretty sure that's the name of our episode.
That hashtag's too long. It needs to be Buy Goat Man. Yeah, hashtag Buy Goat Man, everybody.
So, bye, Goat Man.
Goat Man.
Cheers.
Hello, this is Nick from A Podcast with No Aim. Thank you for listening. I just want to inform you all that you could always find more information about us and more episodes on pwna.podbean.com. You could also find us on iTunes and on YouTube. If you want to get in contact with us, you could always tweet us on Twitter using the handle Podcast No Aim. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and thank you again for listening.